Hi everyone, Kendall here, and welcome to week 6 of our Simply Jelly Rolls sew-along, hosted by Pat Sloan at her website, ilovetomakequilts.com. Everything you need to know is linked in the description box below, so once you've done that, jumped over to Pat's website, downloaded this week's free pattern, come back here, and I'll show you how I do it. As you can see on the top left-hand corner there, we are actually only going to be making the eclair block from our information sheet this week, and we will be making both of them. And throughout this video, I do actually create both of the blocks. So what's on the table in front of me here are all the pieces that we need cut to make those two eclair blocks. We're going to start by bringing in our B and D squares and making the 9 patch units that sit in the opposing corners of this block. While I'm sewing all this together in that 9 patch fashion by starting with the vertical seams and finishing with the horizontal seams, I will press towards the darker of the two fabrics, or in my instance the print fabric, the orange B squares. Once we get to the horizontal seams, I'll join you back, so please enjoy watching along. Before sewing the horizontal seams, I'll just get the iron and actually press this down nicely rather than the finger press, although the boutiques do take kindly to the finger pressing. Once I've done these horizontal seams, I'll press in towards the center of the block, and I will get the other 3 made off camera. So I'll see you then.
A few moments later.
We now need to bring in our A, C and D fabrics and make 4 more units for the other 2 corners of each of these blocks, and we'll lay those out as per the pattern, which you'll see me do in a moment here. We'll then once again sew all of our vertical seams and then our horizontal seam. Now this one goes together and it's an uneven 4 patch, which you can see here now. We have the 4 pieces of fabric, so we'll treat it as such by doing our vertical seams and then our horizontal seams. In all instances, we will press once again towards our print fabric. With those units now sewn, we just need to do our horizontal seam, making sure that we lay it back out as per the pattern. Once we've sewn this horizontal seam on all 4 units, we will press towards the thinner of the 2 units. With all of the units now made, we can construct the final blocks, which do go together as a 4 patch, but we're going to start by sewing this vertical seam that I just indicated here on all 4 pieces. With our seams now sewn, we'll take these units and press these away from our 9 patch units. This will allow us to nest that seam when we sew our last horizontal seam between the blocks, creating our 4 patch. with our final horizontal seam done, and you would have noticed that throughout that with the way that we pressed, all of our seams nested nicely. And now we just need to pick a direction and press, as these units only butt up against sashing and we don't need to worry about matching any more seam allowances. With that done, your 2 blocks for this week are complete. Alrighty, thanks for joining me for another week of the Simply Jelly Rolls Sew Along. I hope you've enjoyed the video today, and if you have, show your appreciation by liking the video, sharing it with a friend, subscribing if you haven't already done so, tickling that little bell icon to be notified of all my future releases. I'll see you all again real soon. Bye for now.